Hello everybody, what is going on? It is your boy Parks here. Today I'm coming at you guys with a 90 tutorial. A lot of ways to do 90s because I know a couple ways, and I'll show you guys my personal favorite. The kind that I've done so much it's just muscle memory now. I almost forgot how to do the normal ones, but pretty much I made a troll video on how to do this about a year ago, back when I was still on PS4, and I got a hate comment about it saying it was a waste of time. And I did a pretty good job at tricking them. The punchline came in, about a couple minutes in, and I felt bad. So here's a real tutorial, guys. I promise this is not a fucking troll, but I'm gonna show you guys how to do 90s. If you don't know what 90s are, it's pretty much how to turn your character 90 degrees using builds and only going forward. I know it sounds a little complicated, but you'll see what I mean here in a second. And it's pretty much the fastest way to gain high ground in a build fight. And the reason high ground is so significant is because it's all about angles in this game, and when you have high ground you have a great angle. So I'm gonna do a basic example of how to do 90s. So here we go here, and that is a basic example of how to do 90s. Though it might have been a little slower because I've been doing the way a different way, kind of like mongrel 90s for so long I almost forgot. But I mean, that's pretty much the basic premise of 90ing. That's how you do it. So pretty much it's super simple, guys, but the secret rule is just practice makes perfect. You're gonna probably Harry Potter yourself, but I'm gonna teach you guys how to decrease your chances substantially of Harry Pottering. But the thing is, you just got to get them creative and just practice 10, 20, 30 minutes a day, and you're gonna get it. Just keep practicing and keep applying it in the real game. But so pretty much go up. You're gonna go up a ramp. I like to go up 2 ramps. That's just my thing, because when I do build battles I do 2 ramps. It really doesn't matter. But here's one of the main things is your position on the ramp is determined on which way you want to 90. Most people 90 going the right way, like how I did right now. That is a 90 in the right way. So therefore I'm positioned on the left side of the ramp. Now you can actually do left 90s, which is not very common, but people do them. Harry Potter myself. Let's see if I can give an example really fast. So that's kind of a left 90. It's not really fast because I don't do them. There's really no point to do them. Well, I mean, it's up to you, but I don't like to do them. But pretty much which way you want to rotate is highly dependent on your position. So if you want to rotate clockwise, you want to rotate to the right, you're gonna want to be on this portion of the ramp. If you're over here or here and you turn right, you're gonna Harry Potter yourself, which is whenever you end up like this trying to 90, you have a roof over a floor over your head. It's not gonna work out. So you need to be on this left side of the ramp. Not the middle, not the right. You want to be on the left side, and vice versa. If you're rotating left, you want to be on the right side of the ramp, never in the middle, right? Opposite way of which way you want to rotate. So we're gonna run up the ramp, and by the time we get at about halfway, I know it's a little hard to determine where's halfway. You're not gonna stop and go, okay, I'm halfway. It's kind of just muscle memory. Just kind of do it slowly, and you're gonna get a feel for what's halfway for you. About halfway, about a little more, that's when you're gonna want to start building your walls. So the way I do it is, obviously you want to do your ramp first, then you want to do your walls, then you want to jump and floor ramp at the same time. It's you don't want to ramp, because that's a really good way to get yourself Harry Pottered. And there's like a lot of ways people could shoot you down, I believe. That's one of the main reasons, but it's not going to be effective if you don't floor. You want to floor because it's going to give you that boost, and I'll get to that here in a second when I show you guys the fastest way to do 90s and the way I like to do 90s. But that's what you want to do. It's just a simple little process. So we're going to try it here again. We're going to run up the ramp, and right when we get to about halfway, we're going to start with our walls. And the whole time you want to be going forward, right? So if you're on keyboard and mouse, which is what I am, it really does not make a difference what you're playing on. Just whatever your main forward key is, minus W. So the whole time you're going to be clicking forward. Make sure you don't make sure you don't strafe, because when you strafe, what you're going to do is you're going to hit the side here, and it's going to kill your momentum, right? So let me show you what I mean here. I don't know if you saw it that well, but it killed my momentum. And when you kill your momentum, you're going to stop sprinting, and then you're going to start sprinting again, and you're either going to Harry Potter yourself, which is boxing yourself in, or you're just not going to get high ground in the fastest way possible, and whoever you're fighting could have an advantage over you. So hey guys, this is Editing Parks here. I forgot to give a really important tip. Guys, whenever you're doing 90s, it is almost indefinitely easier to turn your auto sprint on, your sprint by default on. You really don't want to be clicking a button to sprint because it's just going to slow you down and get in the way of your binds. You kind of want to make it to where your character is just always sprinting. Trust me guys, it'll make your life easier. If you don't have it on, turn it on. Back to the video. Make sure you're going forward the whole time. I'm not going to because I'm doing it slowly, but once you get about halfway, you're going to want to do your ramps, and then right when you get to about this point to almost the top, you're going to want to rotate the way you want to rotate. So for example, I'm doing right 90s, so I'm going to be looking right, and you're going to want to look down. Make sure you look down, because if you're looking up, look what happens. Harry Potter yourself every time. You want to look down, floor and ramp. And just keep doing that until you gain the muscle memory, until you get it. And you know, another thing you want to look at is make sure that your mouse or your joystick, whatever you're using, is going in a circular motion, right? You want to make sure you're going in a circular motion, because if you're not, you're probably going to box yourself in, Harry Potter yourself, or whatever you want to call it. So that's pretty much the key to 90ing. All the principles, all the rules. Once you get to about the halfway, a little maybe further than half, you want to start on your walls and start to move in a circular motion with your walls. Once you get towards the top of the ramp, you want to kind of look down and do your floor and your ramp. All right. Now, the way I like to do them is I like to do the Mongrel 90s, and he does kind of like the reverse. It's really weird to explain. So pretty much what Mongrel does, I think this is Mongrel 90s. I don't know. It's just the way I do them. Is pretty much the same way. Once you go halfway up, you're going to want to start on your ramps as usual, and instead of going in a clockwise motion, you're going to be going in a counterclockwise motion. And I know it sounds kind of contradicting, but it does work, and I don't know why, it just feels great to me. So it's pretty much the same as the actual 90s, just the way you build your walls is going to be counterclockwise instead of clockwise. So we're going halfway up the ramp, just like that, and then clockwise 90s, and I'm sorry, the second set of 90s is going to be clockwise, right? So your first set counterclockwise. I Harry Potter myself just because I was going in not right. So counterclockwise, clockwise. That's a pretty fast way to do them. And if you want to step it up, you can do your first set no jump 90s and your second set jump 90s. Really fast way to get high ground. You're pretty much cutting your 90 time in half, in my opinion. So the way you want to do no jump 90s is you want to stick, you want to kind of hug the walls, and you want to kind of hug the walls and look down and just do them really fast. I know it sounds silly, but there's really no way to sugarcoat it. You want to kind of stick to your principles and do it quicker, right? So I don't recommend doing no jump 90s until you get the actual 90s down, because it's gonna be really tough trying to do no jump 90s if you don't know how to do how to nail jump 90s every time. So here is the way I like to do them. So that's a good example of how I like to do them. I'm still not perfect at them. I kind of do Harry Potter myself. Tips that I would give you guys is don't rush, okay? With practice, you're gonna get faster, you're gonna get better, but if you're trying to do, if you're trying to build faster than what you're comfortable with, maybe you're trying to build faster than the speed you've been practicing at, that's really how you're gonna Harry Potter yourself. So that's kind of really the tips I would give you guys. Just remember your principles, do it slowly, and start to pick up after a while, after you get comfortable from it. But like I say, kind of just once you're at the half point way, you want to start with your walls, make your way up. Only going forward, the way you're going to be rotating is with your mouse or your right stick, right? You're not strafing left to right, you're just moving forward, right? Make sure you're looking down your floor and your ramp. And that's really all there is to it. You're gonna Harry Potter yourself a lot, but you will get the point. You will get it. So just keep practicing, guys, and there's really not much to it. Just a couple rules, couple principles, and practice makes perfect. So keep at it, guys. Happy holidays and good luck with it. Peace out, guys. It's been your boy Parks.